to specialize in the use of soft gel. Stop using carbide and arbor band. Leave those for hard product specialists like acrylic and hard gel nail techs. If you are a Japanese soft gel guru, you are a soft gel nail specialist, and as such, some standard procedures will not apply to you when doing nails. For example, while many will soak off gels, as a specialized gel nail stylist with a focus on soft potted gel, e-file removals are much more effective than soaking off. The gels in a soak-off system are slightly denser, so a bit more thick, allowing you to leverage that slight thickness to file down a soft gel enhancement down to a very thin layer on the natural nail. So just like certain techniques must be adjusted as a soft gel specialist, your tools will need to be also. Specifically, your e-file bits. Think effective over aggressive. And because of this concept of effective over aggressiveness, I created a very niche down e-file manicuring course. It is called the Efficient E-Filing Masterclass, and I created this course specifically for soft gel nail specialists. I'll drop a link for it down below. Alright, in today's video, we'll be talking about the 2 types of bits you will need when regularly working on premium soft gels. Let's begin. Hey there, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Paola of PaolaPonceNails.com, and I help you master all of your gel nail services using Japanese soft gel only. If this sounds like a niche you'd like to consider exploring, then at the end of this video, do consider subscribing. So let's take it from the top. Why not carbides or arbor bands when you're a soft gel nail specialist? Remember what I said earlier. Leave the carbides and sanding bands for hard enhancement specialists. This is why. Number 1, carbides are meant to shave off hard glass-like gels efficiently without too much heat, so like your hard gels. But they do shave any material, whether nail product or natural nail, scary fast. And when you're working with soft gels on natural nails, you'll want to have the control, not the bit. Now, you can start your soft gel enhancement e-file removal with a carbide. I've done this for years and teach this inside the Efficient E-Filing Masterclass. But when you get down to about halfway of removing the gel, you'll want to switch over to a ceramic bit. It's just a little bit more gentle. Number 2. Arbor bands are meant to etch the natural nail, meaning they are supposed to roughen and leave the natural nail textured for the best adhesion. That is not at all necessary when using soft gel nail systems. Alright, let's now dive into the 2 types of bits you'll need as a soft gel specialist. Bit number 1, diamond. A true diamond bit is a metal bit that is coated with diamond particles. Yes, a true diamond bit is coated with genuine diamond particles. Diamonds are believed to be one of the hardest, if not the hardest, naturally occurring substance found on the earth. But strangely enough, although you would think this may make them kind of abrasive on the nail, they are not, and actually they're very long lasting. And again, you may think they're too abrasive, but they are not, because if they are true diamond coated, think about it more of a diamond dust versus like huge diamond particles around your bit. Remember that on your diamond bits, you want a dusty, not chunky particle coating. And so if you buy a diamond bit and you can see its roughness, then chances are you're not working with a genuine diamond coated bit. So what are diamond bits used for? Nail prep and nail prep only. Remember, it is diamond dust you are working with. For me, there are only 3 diamond bits I will ever need. Here they are. The Skyber bit. So the Skyber bit is a thin cylinder bit, again, diamond coated on that cylinder part. And this is a great e-bit for your cuticle work. Remember, cuticle is on the nail plate, not around. That's called eponychium, or if you're going on the sides, those are called the lateral nail folds. And this is great not only to remove the cuticle on the nail plate efficiently, like super fast, you let the tool do the work, not your pressure on the nail necessarily. And I like to use a medium grit. You can use a fine grit too. I'm always for going a little softer because of, any potential damage. But if you increase the speed, it'll still shave off nail that it's not supposed to, and it can create friction heat. So I do like a medium bit coarseness, and I just keep the speed relatively low. Again, we go over those details in the EAM course, so the Efficient E-Filing Masterclass. And the really cool thing about the Skyber bit is that it's rounded at the edge. So you can actually if you have a little bit of training, which again, if you're not licensed, listen, that's fine. But do your part to take a little bit of training when it is available, when it is affordable, when it is, there for you. So you would use this rounded edge to push back a little bit on the eponychium. And because it's rounded, it actually will not cut you or whoever you are working with or your client. So this is one great benefit about it, that you would still push the eponychium with like a pusher tool, but you can use the bit also as a pushing bit. So that's the Skyber bit. Again, it's a cylinder, diamond coated cylinder. All right, my second favorite diamond bit is the baby barrel. The baby barrel is essentially that, a tiny little barrel that's flat. And even though it's flat and not smooth necessarily at the top, it doesn't mean that it cuts your client like instantly. Like it's not sharp. Maybe when you get it in the beginning, it might be a little sharp and you can take the bit onto a board file to get rid of that sharpness, but usually it's not that sharp. And so it will be a little bit forgiving also to push back the eponychium as you're rolling your bit through the nail, okay? So I like this one especially for when I'm doing a rebalance or when I'm working on gel lips. Like gel lips are the full coverage tips by Cocoas. So those are the ones that I use. That's why the word gel lip came about. But yeah, full coverage tips or rebalancing, because it has like up to the growth of the surface. So if my nails had grown out, it's kind of like this thickness here or this width here. And I can roll that around the cuticle area and it's very efficient and time saving. You can also just use it as your natural nail prep. That's not a problem. I've done that also. If my customer had thick cuticles, then thick cuticle or thick like overgrown eponychium onto the nail, then I would use this, okay? So again, years and years and years, and take it from someone that has tried every bit. I've tried like all of them. Like in the beginning, I was all for it. I tried the ball bit, the flame bit, this bit, that bit, and all of that. But the ones that I always feel comfortable with when it comes to speed are these two. Like I don't feel like I'm gonna damage my nails, my cuticle, my skin, or my clients. If I'm in a pinch and I'm a little bit in a hurry and I wanna use my E-bits, these two for me have been like the safest to work at a high speed if necessary. You don't have to work at a high speed if it's not necessary. The third diamond bit that I've switched over to using is this fine diamond bit. It's like a cylinder, but it's rounded on both edges. And I got this one from Nashlynails. I'll drop the link down in the description box for all of these, but something smooth like this, as long as it's fine grit, this shape is not going to matter. The reason why I use this particular shape is because it allows me also to continue pushing back the eponychium of my clients or my own skin. And it's safe because it's not like sharp, so I can use it with a little bit of pressure. I do like the fine grit. It is offered in medium grit also. Now I used to use the silicone type bit, but that's okay for personal use, and a lot of companies are having issues actually sourcing that for some reason. And so your next bed, if you want to have it be disinfectable every time you're using it because you're using it on clients, it's going to be a diamond bit. Remember, a high quality diamond bit is going to be actual diamond particle dust coating on the bit, so it's going to be gentle and effective. You still don't want to like shave off all this nail, and you could do that by increasing the speed or by using pressure. Don't do that. All right, so again, those are my three go-tos for diamond bits, and I mean go-tos. I've been going to these for the last like at least 5 years, and this one is more of a new one because I had to kind of replace what I was using before because it's no longer available. And again, if you're using that in the salon, it cannot be cold sterilizing your solution, your hospital grade solution. Now let's move on to the second type of bit you need as a soft gel specialist. Bit type number 2, ceramic. I am still impressed by the amount of gel nail techs who have not moved from carbide to ceramic, or who don't even use ceramic at all. And as I already mentioned, there are a couple occasions when I would use carbide, and very rare ones when I would use an arbor band. But if you took those away from me, no big deal. I would still be able to do my nail services at a 100 level, okay? Like, I only need my diamonds and I only need my ceramics. When it comes to ceramics, I keep it simple too. I only need 2. The two that I need is a flat medium barrel like this. And actually I like this to be smooth top just because it can be sharp here at the edges. Again, if you're concerned or you already have this one, the barrel, take it against a board file as this is spinning, right? To smooth out those edges. But they do sell this safety top, they call it, like it's rounded at the edge, okay? At the top of it. So as long as it's flat, and that's going to help you remove product flat. And that's what you want when you're working with soft gel systems. We go over all of that in detail in the Master Gel Nails course. But as a tip, if you're already, using it or practicing your bits, you want to remove flat, because if you remove flat, you're going to allow yourself to reapply the apex wherever you want to. If you remove all bumpy and kind of like with dips and grooves and all of that, then your product is going to dive into those dips, and also you're not going to be able to form like a nice healthy apex. So that's for that, and I usually start with this flat one, and then as I get closer to the nail, I move into a corn shape. Now you'll see if you join us inside the EAM course, the Efficient Efile Masterclass, that I actually will start with a carbide bit and then move into the corn. Either one is okay, but my point is I don't like to completely remove with a carbide bit. Like that's scary fast, okay? Like think about taking like a knife and just like a very sharp knife to the nail. Like it's just going to shave a lot of nail if you accidentally have a boo-boo and touch the natural nail. All right, the next one that I like to use as far as ceramics go is the corn shape. And I like to use this in fine and even extra fine because I'm not going to wear it down super fast. And by the way, your ceramics and maybe even your diamonds, they start wearing down around that 3-month mark. So if you're experiencing like heat or your customer is experiencing heat on the natural nail, then that means that these have gone too smooth, too fine. And so now like it's just literally buffing the nail, and when you buff a nail it requires heat, like shiny buffing the nail. So yeah, that's what's going on. You probably, if you use it regularly every day, every 3 months, you should change your bits. It doesn't actually matter what they are. They can be carbide, they can be ceramic or diamond. They need to be changed out every 3 months. So the corn bit for me is perfect because this corn shape is not going to allow me to remove flat necessarily unless I go this way, like vertical, which it can. But I like the shape of a corn bit because once I remove like 60% of the product at least, now I can go with this bit and get in between the lateral nail folds, and I can get in between those lateral nail folds with the point and remove what I need to remove. And yeah, it just allows me to be a little bit more detailed. And if it's fine or extra fine, so red is fine and yellow is extra fine, then if you would accidentally touch the nail, this is not as sharp as a carbide. It will not remove like a chunk, okay? So it's just less scary and it allows you to take back control. Whereas with a carbide, I feel like it's ruling the whole procedure the whole time. And unless you turn your machine off, like that baby's still going. So if you're a soft gel nail specialist, do make diamond and ceramic bits your friends. They are efficient, I promise you, and they are more gentle tools than those needed for a hard gel nail tech. I'll drop links to the regular distributors I frequent for my e-file bits down in the description box below. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and if you found this video valuable, would you do me a favor and give it a thumbs up so that I may help more people? Do check out the description box below for any current resources and promo codes. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. We're continuing on with our 1 video per day challenge this month. That's right, 1 video each day for a total of 31 consecutive videos. If you're all in on soft potted gel nail systems or being a specialized gel nail stylist in these systems, I got your back these next 30 days, and of course in this channel altogether, because those are revolving topics here. Please make sure to subscribe to the channel, but most importantly, hit the notification bell icon so that you're notified as soon as our video drops. Otherwise, every video goes up at 6 p.m. Eastern.